because that's how we bred it.
Yes.
So you see, I understand. See, we have to give the sojourn of the man is that we have to understand that the modern world make you more speedy. You know what I mean? In other words, we don't want to ride the mule no more.
But listen, modern world is making you speedy. But if you look into what is called baby boomers,
Yes.
okay, baby boomers are living longer.
Yes.
And nobody wants to live on the tubes. And people are getting tired of these antibiotics and other drugs.
Sure.
Because it is making you resistant and the life is becoming not good.
Yes.
So people want to go into natural products.
Sure.
And people believe in this because many of the natural products have less
I
side
believe
effects.
it. Yes.
Or
yes.
they have better side effects.
Doctor, I believe basically everything that you're saying here. I believe that it's the right journey. But the problem is, how do we teach the masters when you're taking this kind of medicine you're talking about, more of a holistic, we call it here more holistic medicine, more medicine right from the earth. Okay. Extract from the tree barks and things of that nature. What you have to change your whole lifestyle. In other words, you can't take this medicine and then smoke 3 cigarettes and drink, 5 beers a day. And so this is a whole lifestyle journey of a change. And not many people in the modern world are ready to do that.
I don't know if it's complete like that. I think part of what you're saying, we have a lot of Asian coming and a lot of African and South American. All
Okay.
use these herbal
Right.
remedies. We in this country really never heard of them or really used them.
Sure.
much. With the new movement of new people coming, we're getting more in the mainstream today.
Sure,
So
sure.
what you're suggesting of how do we educate? We don't really need to educate too much more because of the new movement coming in.
But I'm talking about this right here. All right, in the Western nations, we are already bred it. Our chickens are,
Right.
fixed over here. No longer do we go in the backyard and slaughter the chicken anymore. Okay, so the idea, we're not knocking them over here no more. We used to do that. We did that here years ago.
Right.
But the idea now, we don't do that no more. Come from the big different industries. What I'm saying is this right here is that the
You're
medicine.
saying is like he's saying. You got to be a vegetarian. Don't eat chicken.
No, not so much.
Changing your lifestyle.
Well, we're not so much a
Changing your
vegetarian because I don't believe that I could ever reach that goal. I would never be a vegetarian. There's a time that I need a piece of meat and I know when I need it. The idea is this right here, but I don't smoke 3 and 4 packs of cigarettes a day too. This medicine that you're talking about would have to be an actual whole total body change. In other words, so you're saying you can still smoke cigarettes and still eat fast food and things, and this medicine's still going to work?
Yes.
Okay,
Because
that's not. Let me say this, Doc. That's not what our herbalists or our holistic healers say here. Our holistic healers here, here's what they want here, and maybe if you can get that to the people, then maybe more people will buy into this way of thinking. Our holistics people here, our medicine men here, those that's left, what they're saying, this right here, is that you have to make a total body transformation, meaning that they don't want you to drink, smoke, and and drugs and things like that.
Did you see recently how many yoga clubs are opening up now?
I see the yoga
A lot of
clubs,
them.
yes.
A lot of them. Well, but that's coming off this movement.
You see,
The
this is the
AARP.
thing. Because in order to, everybody wants to live healthy life. If you want to live healthy life, you will have to make some changes. I was hearing this ABC News the other day. They said you should take meat once in a week. No, every day eating so much of meat is
No
not
good.
good.
Right.
Okay, is there in the morning ABC News?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so like that, I'm not saying that there are people have misconception that in India everybody is vegetarian. No, there are lots of people eat meat.
Yes.
And so different kinds of meat, because there has to be a balance.
Sure.
So as long as there is a balance, and I think the Indian holistic medicine, whatever you are talking about, Ayurvedic medicine, they consider you as a whole.
Yes.
Because when they look for you, they prescribe a drug which will be fitting for you.
Yes.
Because in the Western medicine, one drug
One
and
fits all.
doesn't fit all, because they are in a different way. So if it is Peter, Peter may be slightly different. So the herbalist will change the formulation slightly,
Sure.
to which will fit to Peter.
Yes.
So what I'm trying to do is, how can I bring the Indian system, Ayurvedic system of medicine, or African system of medicine, how can I bridge this gap between the Western and the countries?
Doc, I'm sold on what you said. I believe it wholeheartedly. I go back to what Dr. Martin Luther King said. He said that we have to bridge the gap
Yes.
between social, philosophy, and religion.
Right.
We have to make it all one, and then it'll work. That's why, as a reverend, a head reverend of the church, what's happening now, I do interviews like this. I go out and meet the people because I believe the church, the mosque, synagogue, or Buddhist temple, or whatever religion you at, is where the people are at. It's no good for me to be locked up in a room. You understand? If I'm locked up in a room and only preaching to 5 people, that's not going to do.
Yeah, right.
We have to bridge the gap, and this is why we're here today, Doc. I believe in everything you say wholeheartedly, but we have to figure out a way to get it to the mass and make them believe it.
You are making a very good point. You see, old time, to come to United States from India or to go to UK from India, it used to take 2 weeks.
That's right.
Or a month.
Yes.
Now world is becoming smaller.
Yes.
As Peter said, Chinese, and the Koreans,
Yeah.
Japanese, Africans, everybody is coming.
Sure.
So I think we have to understand each other's culture.
Yes.
It is very, very important.
Very
and once we understand each other's cultures, we would have appreciation for
Yes.
your culture.
Yes. Yes.
But if you are separate and
Right.
I'm separate,
Right.
then I don't know what's going on with your
That's
culture. And so like that, so there are good things in your culture,
That's right.
good things in the other culture.
Right.
So similarly, these medicines, what you call here in the Western world, holistic and all
Yes.
that, if we bring in the right way, because no hanky-panky,
Yes.
and if we bring it the right way, then people will understand. It's going to take little time, but they will understand, and I think it will be beneficial for everybody.
Well, I believe what makes the United States powerful, strong anyway, or let's just say academically ready for the challenge of the 21st century, is the fact that a lot of the founding fathers, like you take Thomas Jefferson years ago, when he would travel around the world, a lot of people don't know that, he would bring a tree from wherever he was at. A lot of his boats would be loaded up with trees from France, from Africa, from wherever he visited. He brought a tree back,
Right.
cultivated, made it grow, and things of that nature. So I feel like this: if you bring anything back, once you bring anything back from anywhere, then you bring a part of the people.
Yes,
That's my thought.
you are right.
I don't think that we are as separate as we think we are, and I don't think that there's any power in separation, because you have a story, and you see all these books here. You look at these books here, wherever you're at, it's a story.
Yes.
It's a story, and what we have done in the Western nations is superseded. We want to do it fast. We want to do it fast and things of that nature. But cultivation takes time.
You are right.
So what you're bringing to the table is actual total cultivation. We're going to spend the next half an hour because we're talking about the medicine.
Yes.
I want you to show the medicine off, and to talk about the actual sickle cell and what that medicine does. And you also said you had another medicine coming out for
Diabetes.
type 2.
Diabetic.
Type 2 diabetes. Yes.
Type 2, and we want to talk about that. also.
You know, I told you, I'm a chemist, scientist,
Yeah.
but till I visited Nigeria, I had no idea what is sickle cell disease. So as I was telling you earlier, that when the Minister of Science and Technology, Turner Eastman, came to sign an agreement between Rutgers University, this all thing developed at that time. Turner Eastman was a visionary. He had his veterinary science degree from Michigan State University. He was Minister of Science and Technology in Abuja, Nigeria. So when he saw what he saw, when he met me, he decided that he wants to invite Dr. Ramesh Pandey to Nigeria.
Sure.
So he goes back, he sends me 3 airline tickets,